Hollywood is currently facing a massive shutdown as the WGA writer's strike is in full swing. No one's quite sure when it's going to come back, but one thing is for certain. The very same writers who are striking to try to get better pay and better benefits and more residuals for streaming, all these things, they're some of the very same people that have caused the problems in the woke entertainment industry. They're some of the people who have driven people away from woke Hollywood because they're tired of being preached to. Another problem that people have noticed is obviously all of the push to be woke, to virtue signal, to say, look at how many people like this we have. Look at how many people like that. We have to have a black person, a gay person, this, that, not based on the story. We're only going to do these things and even award these things based off the diversity checkpoints. Well, now someone's speaking out about that, and that is Richard Dreyfuss, Hollywood legend Richard Dreyfuss. Hollywood's patronizing inclusivity standards make me vomit. I loved when I saw this from Richard Dreyfuss. He's old. He probably doesn't give a shit about people trying to cancel him at this point in his career. He's telling it like it is. The fact that you now have, hey, you have to have this person. You have to have someone that looks like this and has sex like this in your movies, in your TV series, just to be eligible for awards or even for them to be made. It is ridiculous. It is insane. And now you have someone calling those things out. Hollywood's new diversity inclusion standards are thoughtless and patronizing, Richard Dreyfuss said in an interview on Friday. The Jaws star further claimed the new eligibility standards make me vomit as he defended Laurence Olivier's 1965 blackface rendition of Shakespeare. In an interview on PBS's The Firing Line, Dreyfuss sat down to discuss America's civics crisis while weighing in on the Academy of Motion Pictures diversity inclusion standards, which will require films to meet standards in representation categories to qualify for the Best Picture category starting in the 96 Oscars in 2024. To put that in perspective, the new Oscars rules say you have to have a minority in this role. You have to have the entire story be about a minority if you want to be considered for award shows. This is the newest way to push all of the agenda and the woke identity politics in Hollywood. We're going to get a little clip. We're going to read all of the quotes that are out there for this. Listen to this.
Richard Dreyfuss, the contrarian. What do you think of these new inclusion standards for films?
They make me vomit.
Why?
Because no one should be telling me as an artist that I have to give in to the most current idea of what morality is.
This week.
There you go. That was the little clip that they used to actually push this out there. When questioned why, Dreyfuss explained art shouldn't be governed by the latest moral fad. This is an art form. It's also a form of commerce and it makes money, but it's an art. No one should be telling me as an artist that I have to give in to the latest, most current idea of what morality is. He also argued one can't legislate over the perceived slighting of others. And what are we risking? Are we really risking hurting people's feelings? You can't legislate that, and you have to let life be life. And I'm sorry, I don't think that there's a minority or a majority in this country that has to be catered to like that. And then he does bring up 1965, Laurence Olivier, the last white actor to play Othello. He did in 1965. He did it in blackface, and he played a black man brilliantly. Am I being told I'll never have the chance to play a black man? Is someone else, and that's kind of a little bit hyperbole right there. The other part is very true, though. Is someone else being told that if they're not Jewish, they shouldn't play The Merchant of Venice? Are we crazy? Do we not know that art is art? This is so patronizing. It's so thoughtless and treating people like children. There's no doubt that he is going to get blasted for this. There's got to be some people that come after want Richard Dreyfuss to, obviously, he's well at the tail end of his career in Hollywood. There's going to be people that come out and want to tear down his reputation, want to destroy him, want to cancel him, all for simply saying what the vast majority of people are thinking. The fact that you're instituting these diversity rules just to be put forth for an award, that you have to craft your story, that you have to write something intentionally to get all of the current woke nonsense in these stories to actually be eligible to win any awards, that is laughable. And you gotta love when someone like Richard Dreyfuss calls out woke Hollywood for what it is. This is insanity, and it's good at least some people within the industry are calling it out.